Hi, Assalamualaikum, good morning. Alright, so for today, I want to explain you about the calculation of gradient because we have fixed something new based on our meeting through the bahagian matrikulasi Kementerian Malaysia before. So we have standardized the way how to calculate the gradient. So remember the mark contributed by this part is about 6 marks. 2 marks from the y component, 2 marks from the x component, and another 2 marks from the final answers with correct units. Okay, so now listen carefully. Alright, so for this, under calculation, we have 4 different processes, isn't it? Under addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Penambahan, penolakan, pendaraban, and pembahagian, isn't it? Okay, so for any addition or subtraction, okay, the final answer we just refer to the least number of decimal places. Tambah, tolak, titik, perpuluhan. Simple. We just refer to the least number of titik, perpuluhan or decimal places. For example, 1.457 plus 83.2. So what do we have now? So here we have 3 dp. And here we have 1 dp. So 3 and 1, the least number is 1 dp, isn't it? So that is why for the final answers, we need to round up the numbers to be in 1 dp. See? In 1 dp. So we just refer to the least decimal places. Or for our... Still listen for this. Okay, now we are discussing about a subtraction process. Okay, where for the first values given now it just in 1, 2, 3, 4 dp, while the second value is given now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in 6 dp. So 4 and 6, the smallest one is 4, isn't it? So the final answer should be written in 4 dp. So this is the way how do we write the answers. Okay, we just refer to the least number of decimal places between these two numbers given. Okay. So this one for addition or subtraction process. Remember that, tambah, tolak, titik. And then for another 2 processes now, which is under multiplication, pendaraban, or division, pembahagian. Okay, we just refer to the least number of significant figures or digits. Still the same lah. Okay. Okay, so for example, for the first process which is under multiplication, here we have 3 significant figures, 4.36. 3 significant figures. Okay, and then here we have 2 significant figures. Okay, so the least number of significant figures now is 2, isn't it? That is why the final answers getting now should be rounding to be in 2 significant figures. So this one is 2 significant figures. Okay, another example is under division process. Okay, 12.300 divided by 0.0230. Okay, for the first one, we have 5 significant figures. And here we have 1, 2, 3. 3 significant figures. So 5 and 3, the least number is 3, isn't it? That is why the final answers we need to rounding here to be in 3 significant figures, giving you 5, 3, 5. Giving you 3 significant figures. Okay, so remember, tambah, tolak, titik, perpuluhan, darab, bahagi, angka, bererti. This is the way. We just refer to the least number of decimal places, also least number of significant figures or digits. Okay, don't be confused. Okay, how do we get 5 significant figures, 3 significant figures? Remember, I think we got confused about the 0 digit, isn't it? Okay, so don't be confused. Let me explain you. I give you some example. Okay, the reading, let's say by giving you an example to be like this, 0.012. 0.012 is in two significant figures. Why? Because we may write down the answers to be like this. 1.212 times 10 to the power of negative 2. Still the same, isn't it? So, 0 digits in front here is not significant. Insignificant. Alright? Okay, by giving you a number to be 102. Okay, for these values, it's still in 3 significant figures. Why? Because 0 at the middle part here is very, very important, because you want to show you that this one is 100, it's not 10. And so 0 digits at the middle part here should be significant. In front there, insignificant. Okay, but here significant. Okay, another example is 102.00. How many significant figures do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 significant figures. Okay, so 0 digits behind that is very, very significant. Why? You want to show you that the values is not 101.99 and it's not 102.01, but it's really 0.00. So 0 at the back here is very significant. Okay, so it's quite simple. In front is not significant or insignificant. At the middle and at the back, the 0 digit is very significant. So this is the way. How to identify how many significant figures do we have in our numbers or values. And for the 0 digit lah, the numbers given between 1 until 9, of course significant, isn't it? But for the 0 digits, it depends on its position. Where is it? At the front part, insignificant. At the middle or behind, should be significant. Okay, so this is the way lah. And then let me give you one example for the calculation of gradient. Okay, now let's say this is the reading on the y-axis and the scale for 2 cm on the y-axis. I just divide by 20, so this is the values getting now 0.005 meters. And then for the x-axis, again, I just divide by 20, and then this is the reading getting out 0.001 second squared. So for this, I have 3 dp, and for this, I still have 3 dp, isn't it? So in the calculation of gradient, y-axis over x-axis should be written in 3 dp, also in 3 dp, based on this. And divide by 20, getting 3 dp and 3 dp here. So for the substitution, it must be in 3 dp lah. That is why I just put 0 behind the 0 and 0 to make it in 3 dp and 3 dp. Don't forget 2 marks given here. 2 marks given for the y-axis, another 2 marks given for the x-axis. Again, okay, 4 marks already. Okay, and then 3 dp minus 3 dp giving you 3 dp. And then 3 dp minus 3 dp giving you 3 dp, isn't it? But now we are talking about the division process. Before that, that one is under subtraction. Subtraction, we just refer to decimal places, isn't it? Okay, but now under division, remember we need to check the significant figures. Okay, for this, insignificant, significant, 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 giving you 3 significant figures. And for this, still the same, insignificant, significant, significant, and significant. So giving you 3 significant figures number again. Alright, so based on this, 3 significant divided by 3 significant, the least number is 3, isn't it? Then the final answer should be in 3 significant figures. So by dividing these two values, you will get 5. So write down, okay, the values written now is 5.00. I just put 20 here to make it in 3 significant figures. Okay, so another 2 marks given here for the correct answers with correct units. So this is the example. So remember, under addition or subtraction, we just refer to the decimal places. And then under multiplication or division, we just refer to the significant figures. So this is the way how do we calculate the gradient. Okay, so remember, you need to refer to this method for the calculation of gradient in your lab report. Mostly for the lab test lah, because 6 marks given for this part. Okay, good luck, all the best. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.